Bears are off this week. It's their bye week. We are not taking a break. We're back here on the plaza. We are grilling up a storm with our grill master of the week, Weber Grills, Jason Pruitt, everybody, who's given us some. I mean, this is blowing my mind. Your apple focus on this Orange Friday. Take us through what you have prepared, because this is not just your everyday sauerkraut.
No, this is not your everyday sauerkraut. This sauerkraut actually has apples that have been cooked into it. As well, we have a lovely apple cider brine pork chop. So I'm really big on seasonal menus.
Yeah.
So use those ingredients that are in season. And here it is all about the apple right here to really express. It's fall, y'all. So let's get into it.
It's fall, y'all. That's right. He's a Chicago new transplant by way of Georgia, FYI. Let's talk about the brine, though, really quickly. And explain to me, I'm a novice, just kind of how important a brine is.
So a brine is really important because I like to ask people, I'm like, who out there has dried out their pork chop?
Oh, gosh.
And
all of
I know,
us.
I
All
was
of
going
us.
to say, that's a thing to do. And what happens is people get fearful of, do I cook it to the right temperature? I want to cook it to doneness. I don't want any pink in there, but I don't want a dry pork chop.
Right.
So brining is the way to go. And when we brine, we can honestly incorporate like all these wonderful flavors of the apple that we have in here, but also we're going to use salt in that brine as well, because the salt's going to help that food retain moisture.
Oh yeah, and not dry out. Okay, so take us through the rest of your spread here. I see apples here, and I see apples on these skewers as well.
So before I get to these, I'm going to go over this right here, because when we talk about tailgate food, it's got to be handheld and easy to move around with.
Right.
This right here hits those points because we got a pulled chicken slider here that we have complemented with a lovely apple cider and cabbage. So we got a cabbage slaw here.
Cabbage.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So we got a cabbage
sorry,
slaw.
I failed my quiz.
And then we're going to, once again, another handheld that's easy, and we're expressing like how much we love apples here with these Golden Delicious that we have paired up with some pork and
it's
lovely
glazed with something, right?
So this right here is glazed with a apple barbecue sauce. So when you look at apples, some are better to bake with, some are better, they got that crispy crunch with like Granny Smith. Granny Smith is nice because when you cook that or you put it on the grill, especially like here when we used our cedarwood pellet here to give that smoke flavor and that smoke infusion, but also it helps tone down on that acidic bite.
That tart, because you can't like bite into a Granny Smith. That would like blow
it
out.
It puckers up your cheeks there.
So these here, Golden Delicious, is that what these are here?
Yeah, so these right here are actually Rome's. So we got these from Nickel Farms here, just downstate. These right here are really, really like crisp raw, but then when you cook them, they kind of balance out. It drops the acidity level in there, and they are really, really sweet pronounced.
Okay,
so,
for folks who want to give this a go, because I've never put apples on the grill before, give us the cliff notes on how we do it properly here in terms of temperature and time on the grill.
Yeah, so when you're cooking your apples, one of the things you want to do is make sure you got your grill preheated and hot. So when we preheat our grill, we like to get it, for apples, I like to get it right at 400 degrees. And then 400 degrees, I'm literally going to give them a nice little olive oil, or either you can use butter if you'd like, but you can kind of brush them and then get them right on the grill. Those natural sugars are going to come out anyway. That natural sweetness in the apple is going to come out.
And how long? These are pretty standard slices. You can see the size, right? How long on each side?
So these right here, we're taking about 4 to 5 minutes aside.
Okay.
And then we're pulling them off. And we actually incorporated these into our apple crisp here.
Oh my gosh. Everyone's excited about the apple
infused the smoke, got those sugars to wake up, and then we put it back in the crisp, put it back on the grill, and let those flavors really marry.
In the cast iron skillet. Oh my gosh, we got dessert and an amazing spread. Jake, I know you are going to join me in our cheat day, right? With these sliders.
I love that you call that a cheat day, and I call it like a Tuesday. Like that works perfectly fine. I'm coming over for one of those beers later.